Spar. I told God I have a hard time with patience, my board is full. It's a lot of moves that I done postponed cause of your book. They forgot about the queen, she has skills to capture rooks. So any peace protecting castles, a straight move they getting took. It ain't no allies. You can get your bishop, pope, pastor, or a rabbi, but none of those prayers protect your flesh from your past life. Cause a knight gets it jumping, they'll shape plans, create they flat minds. Same meals they gotta take if I choose to go and get mine. I start the clock a piece with 7, got 2 more shots. A pawn up in this game is just a pawn for the plot. Some kings they gotta go, so think about your spot. Be cautious how you play cause the queen is watching your thoughts. Sadly we're here today cause these things they escalate. A woman scorn is something that they underestimate. Don't involve your ego, we target to check they mates. That means I'll sacrifice all they pieces to make it safe. I need a new team, mine is playing both sides. Bad diagonal moves, why do demons wanna hide? In bishop type movements, we cut their corners, let them die. It's 64 squares and you can't check her up, no lies. Now start the clock a piece with 7, got 2 more shots. A pawn up in this game is just a pawn for the plot. Some kings they gotta go, so think about your spot. Be cautious how you play cause the queen is watching your thoughts.
If I'm telling a story, it's cause they tell a statements. Only difference in my stories, they ain't used for no arraignments. Going live is still snitching, YouTube snitch arena. Sector full of internet haters with bullshit misdemeanors. They throwing stones to the screen, fragile all in person. Docs and address is funny, now docs where they hearses. I guess we gangster cause of Wi-Fi connection. That's some caps lock anger, fuck that typing or addressing. Broke is mad cause they pockets rely on they wife. And they deposit all them threats, scared to withdraw they life. Of course they safe up in they house cause they choosing and picking. Maybe screenshot it for the memories of how you was living. Jam guns and broken niggas with broken beams. Never been a shooter, just a jump man with a broken dream. Glocks don't care if you a thug or a blogger. If you leave that home base, they gon' tag you like a Dodger. If I'm approached with that 40 loc lock on the scope, slinging out it isn't cool, but it'll heat up your soul. Media, insurance, policies, podcast lies. If it's Austin, get it poppin', should've took down them lives. Let the cops do their job so they don't bother me. You call him brother, but he still got some whole tendencies. I really am who I am, not pretend to be. I be outside, so how the fuck you ain't ran into me? And if you smack me, then we gotta go to war to the death. Go all in and put the chips in the middle to bet. Take your odds with the dirt, cause I'm not what you expect. Check the scoreboard, my belt tight from hoes that I stepped. Belt to ass, that's how we gotta settle disputes. Leave them matching metal jackets that I loaded in suits. So when the speaker tell no lies, clips spitting the truth. Tag is boo on the news, now they crying for proof. Compact frame, power forward large. Hollow tip as the point playing guard. Compact frame, power forward large. Hollow tip as the point playing guard.
Man, we up in the building. Man. We got the queen about to pop out, man. She just got through doing her little pop Austin, man. Shouts out to Twin, man. TwinKT. Just on Pop Austin Day, man. And we're gonna get like a little conversation with man. TwinKT was just on Pop Austin, man, and it was a good interview, man. Her and Stan G was up there doing their big one, man. So shouts out to the queen, man. Shouts out to Pop Austin for getting her in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? She a busy lady. So shouts out to them for getting her in the building. We just waiting on her to pop out right quick, man. And sit down and have a conversation with the queen right quick, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a conversation with her right quick, see what she got going on, man. It was a good interview, man. We dropped a little video, you know what I'm saying? We done already started chopping it up. We ain't letting nothing get by, man. So we done already started chopping it up, and I'm gonna make some shorts tonight and stuff, man. I ain't letting nothing slide by, man, for real. I gotta eat, man. So yeah, Jet, man, we done already chopped your video up. Got it on the board. While we waiting to pop out, man, I'm gonna let the video play right quick for y'all, man. This was it's a thought I got. Put it on the board right quick. Here she go right here. Introduce yourself to the guy right now.
I mean, I'm TwinKT, and I'm just me. Honestly, I'm just me, just transparent and real as they come. Like, that's just what it is.
She twins KT, she who she is.
Honestly.
And that's what y'all understand. When somebody ever asks you who you gonna be, what you gonna bring different to the guy? What you gonna bring different to the guy right now?
Honestly, just being real and authentic. Like, everything don't have to be, you don't have to let people paint your story for you, and you don't have to follow along with storylines. Make your own storyline. And that's for me. Like, I make my own storyline. I've been like that since a kid. I beat to my own drum. Like, I don't mind being the outcast. And that's really a mentality we have to bring back, because the masses really, it ain't shit. It really ain't shit.
It is real. Don't let it be crazy. What you gonna bring different to the game? Me?
Yeah.
And me? I'm gonna bring me to the game. And me to the game is different between everything in the world. You know what I'm talking about?
That is
Sometimes
true.
you gotta understand it. If they ask you who you gonna be, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna bring it. I can tell y'all what y'all did 100 years back. No! No! I can tell y'all what y'all did back then. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do now.
So we gotta write it on the wall.
Honestly, you might have to.
For real.
I mean, nah, because niggas don't read anyway, so it probably wouldn't work either.
For real, man. Stan Queen, hey, Queen Twin KT up in the building.
Yes.
So when we come to a female way of thinking and a man way of thinking, do you think it's a big difference between how females think and the men think?
I think it just really mainly focused on how your mama was. Because my mom was a real stand-up general type of woman. She ain't taking no shit. So that correlated to me, where it's like, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm not dealing with that. If you don't got your shit together, like, I don't even want to. But that's because my mom taught me that. That's what I seen growing up. So I think it just depends on who's raising you, honestly.
That make you look sexy as hell right now.
Shit, boy, going on, boy. Going on.
A man on their own. They just make it like.
I mean, you gotta have them on your own if you want a real man to approach you. Like, a street nigga will fuck with a dummy. A real man not. Ain't no real man with no dumb asshole laying in his bed in his crib, especially if he's a true provider like he's supposed to be. He don't want no dumbass girl laying beside him. Like, he want a woman that got his shit together to the point where if I fall off, you can pick up the pieces and keep it going until I can get back on my feet. That's what that's what you're supposed to do. But a lot of these women, if it all fall down, shit, it's over with. Because these bitches don't know how to get up on their feet and go get it and go grab it. They don't want to work a job. They're too cute for that. Nah, it don't work that way. At least not with no real man. It's not gonna work that way.
Okay, that was TwinKT on Pop Austin today, man. It's about a 30-minute video. With her and Stan G. Twin went up there and represented like the Queen supposed to. And yeah, we just waiting on her to get on the link right quick so we can chop it up right quick and do what we do, man. Like I say, man, we ain't letting nothing get by us. For real, we ain't letting nothing get by us. Twin was on Pop Austin right quick, and you know, we already got the video up and running. Big Boy got his video up and running. I think Big Boy got the whole video on his page. Drop that link in the chat for me, somebody, to Big Boy page, man. I think Big Boy got the whole clip, so y'all go watch it on Big Boy page. Run his video up. Make sure y'all get on the like button and drop some comments on there for my partner, man. Big Boy News in the building. I already done dropped the video too. We ain't letting nothing slide, man. We on top of everything. But soon as Twin pop up, man, we're gonna get into some content. We're gonna talk a little more about who she is and what she got going on, because y'all know how that she is. Y'all know how it go, man, over here, man.
What's the word?
What's going on, Twin?
Man, nothing. You know how that go.
In the building, in the building. I sure appreciate you popping up with me right quick. Let's get right into it. For the people out there, I know we don't supposed to ask this to no female, but tell the people how old you is, Twin.
Oh, I just turned 30 like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, okay. The little twin just turned the big 3 2 weeks ago. Look, she ain't even tell us about her birthday because she ain't want to pop it too hard. We ain't even get to celebrate it. I got you, shout. I got you. Don't mean trip. We'll do the belated birthday card for you. I got you.
Man, you know me, Ted. You know I like to stay in the cut unless I gotta pop out. But other than that, I'm cool with staying in the cut.
Right, right. So, how did the Pop Austin video come about, though?
Really, Stan G and me was talking just on some network shit, and I had pulled up on him. We was talking business shit, kind of like where he want to go from here. Just chopping it up, and he was like, "Hey, I'm finna go live. Come on." So I was like, "Oh, okay, shit, okay, cool, yeah,
Okay,
all right."
okay, okay. So it turned into a twin interview, though. That's what I saw. So you know what I'm saying. So that's why I say I'm gonna go and pick up off of it because they didn't do it like I would have did it. So, how long you been rapping, twin?
Probably like 2 years. I mean, just playing around in the studio, probably like 2 years.
Okay, okay. So, I mean, I know I'm a little biased and stuff, but you know what I'm saying. You one of my favorite rappers for real. I really like your music. I like your flow. Do you write or what is it? Freestyle? How would you describe your process?
It depends on the beat. If it's a sample, it's a freestyle. But if it's like an original beat, I actually write to it because the engineers work hard on their beats. That's like they baby. So it's like I don't want to just be on there just I try to do it a little bit of credit. You know what I'm saying? Like do some justice to it. So
Okay,
I do a little
okay,
bit of
so
both. It just depends on the beat.
okay, okay. I can dig that. I can dig that. So, as far as the future concerned with your music, what you got planned? Are you gonna pursue it or what is it? Is it just a hobby for you?
I mean, it's just a hobby for me, but I think I'm gonna try to step into the realm a little bit. Maybe do like a couple of videos and shorts. Like really, I just like rapping for fun. It's just like it's like just it's fun for me. Like I don't really take it too much serious. I just like just making music, honestly.
Okay, okay. So, like you're a female rapper or whatever. Where would you put yourself as in like in a category? Like, where do your music fall? Are you a drill rapper or conscious rapper? What would you say your music fall into?
I would probably say conscious rap, cause yeah, I'll probably say conscious rap because even on the drill beats, I really be trying to drop little words of wisdom, a little something, something there. Just telling my story, honestly. That's kind of probably why I don't take rap serious because I don't really have like a lane. I just like to just do a little bit of everything. Like whatever beat sounds good for me to tell my story or tell how I'm feeling or whatever I want to talk about, that's just kind of what I go with.
Okay, so for the people who haven't heard your music, do you are you Nicki Minaj, Cardi B? Do you talk about how wet it is?
Nah, I don't, but I'm trying to be a little more feminine in the music a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. I'm adding a little extra feminine energy in there.
Okay, okay. So talking about how wet it is or whatever, that's considered feminine energy to you.
I mean, according to the industry, yeah.
Okay, okay.
I
So is
mean,
there something?
yeah.
My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, that's what I was just saying. Just according to the industry, that's what they want to hear.
Okay. So according to you, that's not what you want to talk about though, or is it something that you don't want to talk about, or you don't mind? What is?
I mean, I guess more so. You know how they say how you start is how you gotta finish. And like Enchanting, when she signed to 1017, it was sex, sex, sex promotion, and that's how they promoted her was just straight sex. So when she tried to venture out and kind of like rap about other shit, nobody wanted to hear that. So for me, it's like, damn, I don't want to start off just coming out the gate talking about pussy. Like, I mean,
Okay.
damn, I want to give it a shot first. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 I got you. I got you. So do you feel like on the microphone, do you feel like you can hold your own with anybody in the industry, or do you feel like you
Oh
got
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of work
yeah,
to
yeah,
do?
yeah. Absolutely, nah. Absolutely. I think the only person that could really like fuck with me on the mic is probably Nicki Minaj. Like most of these rappers, like if I really unleash my catalog, like I could really rap my ass off. That's why I say the only person that's really fucking with me is probably Nicki, because that hoe is just she cold. She really cold with it.
Okay, okay. So Glorilla and Cardi, you feel like they can't really do
Nah,
that with you?
nah, they couldn't do nothing with me. Nah, because
Is
you
that
gotta remember.
is that
They pick
arrogance
doesn't they
or
have
is that
certain sound. They have the same
mhm.
sound. I can rap on anything. Like I have so many different types of beats and verses and all kind of shit. Like you couldn't fuck. I could play the long disc game for a long time. I could give you 10 weeks worth of diss tracks every week, just dropping them. Like they not ready for that.
Okay, okay. So is that arrogance or confidence?
I'm gonna say neither because it's a fact.
Okay, those are facts for you. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
those is really facts. Like yeah.
Okay, so okay, since you said something about the diss records, Jay-Z did his interview a couple months back, or about a month ago now, and he said that we should get away from the dissing and the beef tracks, even though he did it in his career. What you think about that subject, that topic?
I think when it comes to diss tracks, for the men, I could see where
Mm-hmm.
he coming from because they don't know how to keep it in the music. It's escalating to the streets where people is losing their lives. For women, I don't see it as a big deal because women not doing that. They just talking shit with each other. They not really seeing each other in real life. Like Cardi and Nicki done traded diss songs. Nicki and Megan done traded diss songs. We ain't seen nobody die from nobody.
Okay, okay. So do from for me, it appears that the women mimic the men. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, do you think that they looking for it though? Like they trying to see each other?
I think nah, not really because it's not ladylike.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not if you're trying to go mainstream and really brand the way that, these women are, you have to have like I mean, I hate to sound like a dick rider, but Nicki is the blueprint. That's the poster child for a woman rapper. So she could get away with that. A lot of these women, they can't get away with it because it's frowned upon, it's messy. Oh, you're pinning black women against each other, and everybody get all political activists. So I don't think it's so much. I'll even give you an example with the Lotto and Ice Spice shit when that shit popped off. They
Mm-hmm.
was telling Lotto like, "Oh, you bullying that girl. Like, why are you messing with that girl?" Instead of like, this is just two rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just bumping heads. They took it to the extreme. So
Right, because they kind of missed because this the rap music is our culture, us as the color man in America or whatever, and they miss that it's a sport. I think they missed that aspect of it. So that competition, that shit talking is just part of the game. Is that how you see it, or is it something different?
nah, that's exactly what it is. That's what
Oh,
rap is. It's just we came from MCs. Like, remember, it wasn't no rapping. It was you was either MC or you wasn't.
mm-hmm.
So it's just getting on the mic and showing people your skills, showing you people like I really do this. No ghostwriter, like this is all me. It was just a way to pop it. Just how niggas show money on Instagram. Rapping used to be just like that, but now it's all political now. Everything's that's the black man and the da-da and all that extra shit. And it's like this shit really not that deep. It's really not that deep.
Okay. So you said something interesting when you brought up ghostwriting. So how do you oh excuse me, how do you feel about um mainstream artists or rappers in general having ghostwriters?
I mean, I'm cool with it. I just wouldn't put you in any top 10, top 20. Like you don't deserve that type of accolade, but I mean, hell, I mean, it's music. Music is art. Sometimes you need a little assistance. Like that's what it is, but you can't call yourself the greatest though. Yeah, you can't
Okay,
do that.
if you using or utilizing ghostwriters, you can't call yourself one of the great ones.
Yeah, nah, you can't do that. Well, if you want to say you the greatest, uh, if you want to say you're the greatest artist based on your sales, I mean, so be it. But you can't come out the gate talking about some. I can out rap y'all. Y'all can't rap with me. All of that talk that you know what I'm saying. We be hearing rappers is like you kind of forfeit that right to even brag when you got a ghostwriter because that's not really even fair.
Okay. So as far as you penning music, can you ghostwrite for people?
You said, can I ghostwrite for people?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lucrative market if you can. Like if you're that good that you can adapt to people's personalities or adapt to a sound and create a hit for somebody, I think that's creative in itself. Like I wish we did praise the ghostwriters a little bit more because they're truly talented. Like, but that's why they're called ghostwriters because they're supposed to stay in the back.
Okay. So it's actually a skill for people who can actually do it, is what you're saying.
Hell yeah. To have 10 different artists in front of you and make 10 different songs, that's an art in itself. Like that, you have a certain level of creativity. Like that's pretty damn good.
Okay. Cause I know Jay, to speak about Jay-Z, one of his songs, he say, I would write for you, but you couldn't spit it. You know what I'm saying? So Jay was even saying that he would ghostwrite for people, and you know what I'm saying. So in the game right now, who is one of the biggest ghostwriters that you know of, or somebody who code with that pen for somebody else?
I'm gonna say The Dream, very,
Okay.
very, very cold.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, you'd be surprised how many hits this man done wrote for some of the greatest artists, even Beyonce. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I'm gonna give that like Sean Garrett. I mean, those type of people that's in the background. Even Sway Lee. People be sleep on Sway Lee. Like he done wrote a couple good ones.
Okay. They on the cash out for you. I appreciate that, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I was gonna say Rick Ross. I was gonna say Rose.
Oh yeah, him too.
Okay. What's up, Stan G? They're gonna Stan G in the building. Hey, Stan G, man, I appreciate you giving the Queen the opportunity to speak today, man. That was 100, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to Stan G for that, man. So look, twin. I want to kind of, you know what I'm saying. You know how I do it over here in the studio, so we got to break down the news. Ted Turner passed away today, man. Shouts out to Ted Turner, man.
Yeah.
Ted Turner, 87 years old, man. He passed away. Ted Turner was the creator of what y'all watch on cable TV right now. As far as cable news, there was no such thing as 24-hour news until Ted Turner created it. He is responsible for bringing CNN to life and different things of that nature. He owned the Atlanta Braves back in the day, the
Yeah.
Hawks. He had part owner of the Falcons. He was the man in Atlanta, so that's where my name come from. You know what I'm saying? That's how I actually got my name. And yeah, Ted Turner passed away. Do you know anything about Ted Turner? Did you know anything about him before?
Yeah. I mean, remember he founded the World Championship Wrestling and
Okay,
TNT and all
okay,
of that. Like, yeah, he's
right.
actually founded a lot of organizations, like even Cartoon Network, I believe.
Mm-hmm. He
Yeah.
owned all those networks. Turner Broadcast Systems, TBS was the local station in Atlanta. And this might be a little before your time. Back then you had TV and it was like radio, FM and AM, but it was
Yeah.
VHF and UHF. So TBS was on the UHF band, which was like the AM band, but it was one of the biggest stations on the AM band, on the UHF band. And he had the channel TBS. That's where that wrestling came on with
Yep.
Ric Flair was his main guy. And
Yep.
the Atlanta Braves, we was doo-doo back then though, but all our games came on that channel though. So we got to watch them on the road and at home. And you know what I mean? So shouts out to Ted Turner, man. Yeah, he passed away at 87 years old. You know, he was married to Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
Back in the day. They called her Henoit Jane because she went overseas and talked bad about the country at the time we was at war. And she was a big liberal and talked crazy. Then got caught in her car with more guns than the army, man.
Nah, she did. She did. But they overlooked it because you got 2 Academy Award winning. And then I think she won an Oscar too. I mean, she was, those are big accolades. So they overlooked the little shit for people like that.
Okay. And then she was on the blue team, so she got a pass for that too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Back in the day. So we got Trump over in Iran right now, and they talking about that's why the gas price is so high.
Yeah, them bitches like $5.
You know what I mean? Because of the war and everything. You say it's $5 where you at?
Yeah, it's $5 where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, they got the diesel is up to $6 here. You know what I'm saying? I got a little dually or whatever. Never mind. But yeah, we got the $6 on the diesel. And so I don't even be driving that much now. Splash she be having a heart attack when we go pay the gas station now. So do you think Trump gonna be able to get the prices down before because we at the midterm now? Well, every 2 years they have elections. So right now we're doing the midterm elections where they voting in the Congress and the senators, and then 2 years after that it'll be the same thing, Congress and senators, but it'll be the presidential election too, because that's every 4 years. So every 2 years they call this the midterm. So right now we in midterm season. We just did our state elections yesterday. You know what I'm saying, for the primaries, and they tabulating the votes now. So you'll see who's gonna be in the general in November. So with that being said, do you think the Democrats gonna be able to gain control of the House and the Senate?
I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, I don't see it. I'm gonna be real with you, because even then, the Democrats is kind of like they ain't really done nothing to really step on the forefront. Like, you got all these Republican congressmen that are pushing these Epstein files. They're pushing forward on these interviews with Clinton. Like, the Republicans, although they've had their flaws, they've really been on the forefront of like, we want to expose X, Y, and Z. And I mean, the people love that because the people really are interested in all of this shit. Like, the Democrats kind of took the back seat on the shit, and I think that kind of hurt them in the long run.
Okay, because I feel like they on the wrong side of the little issues. Like, let's just take the immigration issue for example. Hold on one sec, because they talking about why you didn't give them a 360 at Pop Austin.
What does that mean?
So we gonna move on. We gonna move on from that. But I got your question on the board. I appreciate you playing. Somebody asked about why you didn't give a 360. She don't know what that is, so we gonna move on. So yeah, the Democrats, I think they on the wrong issue of like, let's say for instance, the immigration with ICE and everything. So how you feel about ICE? You know what I'm saying, about Trump saying that if you're illegally in this country, we rounding you up and you got to go back home?
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it, because if it was the other way around, they wouldn't be wrong. Imagine if a bunch of Americans just invaded into another country. That shit wouldn't fly.
Okay, so you look at it as, because that's how Trump categorized it. The last administration, the Biden administration, they had an open border policy, and Trump called it an invasion. So that's how you see it, like it was an invasion.
I mean, yeah, at this point, because the borders have been open for decades. The border's been open since I was a kid. So
Okay.
it's like at this point, I mean, I guess the problem is, when do we stop and say enough is enough? You see what I'm saying? I think that was opening Pandora's box, because now it's like generation after generation, people are already here. So it's like now when we want to stop it, no, 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 more should come in. But it's like, look what's happening to the people that's here. Like, that's why I say that's a real slippery slope. But I'm cool with ICE doing that. Like, if they are criminals and they're here illegally, because all the ICE videos I've seen, they've been just arresting people that already had charges, and the charges they be having be out of pocket. They be out of. I be like, they did what? Like the shit
Okay.
be crazy. So I ain't mad about you taking them type of people up out of here. Like, I'm cool with that.
Okay. What about the people who hadn't necessarily committed no other crime? The only crime is that they crossed the border illegally. Are you comfortable with sending them back also?
I mean, yeah, get your citizenship like everybody else. Because there are some people that wait years for this citizenship. They have these green cards, like they wait years to get approved, and they do it the right way. There's a lot of people out there that do it the right way. So you gotta just you gotta do it through the legal way. Like, you just do. I mean, and I only say that because if we go to another country, we gonna have to do it the legal way. Imagine if we all went to Europe or the Bahamas and just walked up in they shit, started buying up shit, taking jobs from them. Like, I'm pretty sure they would unalive some of us. I'm
Okay.
pretty
See,
sure of it.
that segue me into my next question. So the Democrats is painting the picture of the illegals coming through. They doing the landscaping, they picking the fruit, this, that, and the third. Do you buy that as a defense, like those are the only jobs that they doing, or do you know better?
I mean, those are the jobs they're doing, but let's be real, the Democrats is only using them so that they can secure more votes. They don't truly care about these people. And all that's doing is really hurting actual American people, because that's why we so lazy now. Like, let's be real. We used to, as black folks, we used to do that. Remember, we were sharecroppers first. We know how to work the land. That's what
Okay.
we've been doing since we've been here. So all that's really doing is making us, really, to be honest, lazy. So when they say, well, if they leave, what do we do? Man, you tell them niggas, hey, just like your great grandpappy was out here, get your ass up and come on, get this money. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? That's just an excuse for people to be lazy.
So you're not buying the Democrats talking point that they doing jobs that Americans won't do.
No, because that just means Americans need to do what the fuck they need to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You just handicapping Americans so you can really get a vote. You know what I mean? Because if you watch their political campaigns, Kamala, that's all they focus on is immigrants and niggas.
Okay. So we got a question from the chat where it's more of a comment. They say the problem, KT, is that Americans would do that type of work, but we're not doing it for pennies. And what I think they saying is that they get the immigrants over here for the low wages. Is that what we seeing, that they doing low wage jobs?
Yeah, they do it for pennies on a dollar. But then I asked the Democrats, is that really a good way of life? Is that a good way of living? That's what we saying the American dream is, for you to work for pennies on a dollar in a house with 8 other people. Is that really the
So
American dream?
my argument is this, twin, and I don't know if you agree or not, we'll see, but they say that they doing the jobs that Americans won't do. They doing it for pennies on the dollar, but them ain't all the jobs they doing though.
Yeah, facts.
You know
They
what I
work
mean? They got
janitor.
$25 an hour jobs, $25 an hour jobs. They making $17, $18 an hour, 19, 20, $21 an hour, working at these factories, they work everywhere.
That's true. That's true.
And so one thing I have noticed, and this is not no speculation, this ain't no rumor, this is facts. Because I was in construction at one point in time, and when I started, we had a 15-man crew. all African Americans, you know what I mean, whatever. By the time I finished 4-5 years later, I was the only African American on the job site. Everybody else was, you know what I mean, other. Besides the white man who owned it and the older African Americans who had been there longer than me. You know what I'm saying? They were forming and whatever. But all the new people were all, you know what I'm saying, Spanish speaking or whatever. So I've seen how the industries and these companies have flipped over based on, you know what I mean, I guess what the population boom or whatever.
Yeah. That and you capitalize off the poor. You know what I'm saying? Because my question is this, they say, oh, well, they work for cheaper. Yeah, but that company that they working and building up makes millions and billions. So why you can't pay the people what they worth? You see what I'm saying? You
Right,
wanna
that
you wanna
argument
spend the least amount of money so you can make the most back. Fuck the
right
benefits, everything else.
that argument that they working for cheaper, that's not a good argument if that's the argument that the Democrats or the people that's supporting the play going with, because these people actually make regular wages. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to your local whatever, they not paying them lower than what they paying you. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, one of the things was like it was a flex in the neighborhood with the older people. You know, me growing up as a younger guy, saying that, you know, hearing people come through and say, "Man, I'm the only black person at my job." You know, that was a flex for them, and
Yeah.
they wouldn't, you know, give you, you know, they wouldn't have nobody else come up there. But my point is this, that when these others get into these positions, you know, the first thing they do is get one of their people in a job.
Yep.
The next, you know what I'm saying? Then the next one. We don't do that as African Americans, as the black man, as the color man in America. Why is that we don't want nobody coming to work where we work at?
It's just a crab in a barrel mentality. It's we've gotten to the point where we've been deprived by so many other people that will deprive our own people. Cause we have that mentality of
Okay.
like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna get it every man for theyself, and not realizing how important community is. I mean, that's really what it is.
So we lost the each one teach one mentality.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We don't even teach no more. We just let everybody else tell us what's acceptable or what we I mean, look at it. You got Kamala as a president campaign. She hires a rapper to pop pussy. Like that lets you know, like we lost it. We don't back in the day, and tell back in the day, grandmama not girl, you better not get on that motherfucking TV doing no crazy shit like that. Cause it was a community thing. You making this household look stupid. I go to church with these folk. You get what I'm saying? It was an accountability that we had back then. Like it was a certain level of respect we had for elders because it takes a village. We don't have that no more.
Right.
Cause yeah, we just don't got it no more.
And see, when I'm glad you said that, man, because one of my best friends from high school, female, and her mother will always put a belt on me all the time. And when I say put a belt on me, you know, when we having these high level conversations, I come through after you know, playing ball or whatever, and I'm sitting in there. She got the paper and she looking at my stats and everything. And she, you know, she always made sure she kept me from having the big head. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what we talked about in Ellenwood. And when I was on my way to college, you know, I go to the house and let her know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm on my way to school, whatever. And I remember her telling me that she was like, "You're not Ellenwood now. We Ellenwood. So don't go
Absolutely.
nowhere and embarrass us." You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? That was, I mean, these people, it was community back then. You know what I mean? It was each one teach one, the elders, you know what I'm saying? And that lady, you know what I'm saying, Miss Carolyn, she made sure that, you know what I'm saying, I understood that I wasn't bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? I'm the star, I'm the legend, I'm Ted, you know what I mean? But hey, we in the woods. You're not in the wood by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And she made sure that I understood that. You know what I'm saying? But she loved me to death. She didn't miss now a game. Rooted for me and everything. But when I came to the house, she made sure to let me know, yeah, you lost that ball. You missed that shot. You was walking. You know what I'm saying? I seen you out there walking. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When I got tired or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She made sure to critique me to make sure that I did not have the big head. And to this day, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciated that. You know what I mean? The way them people raised me. You know what I'm saying? They really raised me. My neighborhood, my community really raised me. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciated that. Do you think that we've lost that in the communities nowadays?
Yeah. We don't have that no more. We don't have it no
And
more. That's kind of
why do
where
you
that's where
think
we at. That's why we are now.
why do you think that, was it by design or is it something that we just missed?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's
Okay.
we missed it, and then where we dropped the ball, society picked it up, and then we just kind of went from there.
Okay. So you think that because one of the things that did happen, again, just a little before your time now, the generation right above me, they was locking up a lot of the men. So it passed on down to the future generations. So, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with my mom and dad in the house. And then you see these generations, because I heard you talking about it on Pop Austin, how, you know what I'm saying, these kids is, you know, just out here by themselves. And the music is actually raising them.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't listen to music, right? Appreciate that, y'all. That's why I don't listen to rap music now, because of the way it actually influences the culture. Is there something that we could do to get that negative influence off and bring a positive vibe back into our communities, into our culture?
I mean, you have to stop glorifying it. I mean, because we could say we can't even blame about black men going to prison because these older OGs, they be promoting the bullshit. They haven't grown up mentally. They 50 years old, still living a 20 gang bang life, and they not sitting there telling young niggas like, hey, bro, this ain't cool. And a lot of them don't even talk to the young niggas. You hear that narrative like, man, these young niggas don't listen to nobody. But the problem is, like, just because they not listening don't mean you stop talking.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You still got to push the message, because if you don't, if you stay silent, that's silence to me is acceptance. If you don't speak about it, that means you accept it, because if you didn't, you would speak up.
So as a female, as an intelligent woman out here, do you feel the pressure of being a role model?
No, cuz not really, because the role models are the bitches that's selling pussy. That's the role model, that's the blueprint. So I mean, I don't feel no pressure because I'm not in that category. You get what I'm saying? Like if I am a role model to somebody, that's just because they want to see life in like a different way. But like I say, not every woman gonna listen to me, especially young ones. They not gonna listen to me and hear that grown woman talk and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Some will, but some of them like, man, fuck all that. I want a nigga to buy this. I want to, but that don't mean that I just stop pushing the message of, hey, baby, you better than that. Like you don't have to just sell pussy all your life. Like, you know what I mean? It come a time where it's like you gotta retire, baby. They not ready for that message yet. But I mean, that don't mean, like I say, it don't mean you stop talking.
Okay. So, oh man. So you say you don't feel the pressure of being a role model, because you're saying that the role models are the ones that's actually pushing the negative energy. So you don't
Yeah.
feel any pressure to get out there and fight and push the positive, to be a positive voice out here?
Nah, because the truth is the truth, and those who want the truth is gonna sit in their soul. It's gonna resonate with them. The ones that don't want the truth, they just don't want it. You can't force it, but you can't say it's not there though. You get what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
can't say Twin ain't ever told you what's right. You get what I'm saying? It's up to you whether you listen to it or not. But I still feel like everybody deserves the opportunity to listen to some type of wisdom in their lifetime.
So how do you what's the right word? Reconcile being a woman who was in the streets, moved around to now speaking totally different. How do you reconcile the two without feeling hypocritical?
I mean, they're saying, when I was a child, I talked as a child, but when I became a man, I became a man. It's the same thing for a woman. Like, at one point in time, I was like, no guidance, trying to figure it out. But by the grace of God, I was able to get some wisdom in my head and move differently. So I don't think it's hypocritical, and I don't feel no shame in it, because it's like, yeah, I did that. That was stupid. That was dumb. That was foolishness. But hey, I can show you there's a better way. There's a better way of thinking. But again, when I was young, it took a while for me to really listen to older people. Like, when I was in college, I had a lot of professors that was like, "Hey, you not reaching your potential. Like, you playing." I didn't want to hear that freshman, sophomore, junior year. It wasn't until my senior year that I was like, damn, maybe you are right. So it take time. You know what I mean? It take time to change. So I wouldn't say it's hypocritical, but I mean, people are gonna try to stop your voice. Like, they're gonna use whatever tactics to belittle, defame you, slander you, to prevent you from speaking the truth. But like I said, that don't mean you stop it. You just, all right, that's how you feel. Cool. At least you can't say I didn't tell you.
Right. So for me, that was kind of one of my hardest things early on, because I've been feeling, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X's ish, my entire life. But I was afraid to go public because of what I saw happen to them guys. You know what I'm saying? As far as I get out here speaking for the people, fighting for the people, and y'all gonna turn around and throw rocks at me in the end when, you know what I mean? So that was one of the things that, I kind of had an issue with. And, trying to tell my story, it almost sounds hypocritical, because it's like, well, you was out here doing this and that. So how you gonna tell me not to do it? You know what I'm saying? So I had to kind of go back and forth with that with the younger generation. Letting them know that, yeah, I did it, but just like you said, at a certain point in time, we gotta grow up and we gotta move past it. So how do we, as the older next generation, talk to the younger generation about putting that down right now and picking up a book or something?
I mean, honestly, you really just have to keep speaking the truth, because it's stupid for you to say to somebody like, I already crashed the whip. I already went down to the finish line. I'm not being hypocritical. I'm telling you, this is what happens at the finish line. You not there yet, and I'm telling you, hey, you still have the opportunity to turn this thing around before you get to crashing. If that's hypocritical, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's wisdom. You see what I'm saying? But we didn't distorted what wisdom is.
Right.
So I mean, that's really the biggest thing, is just you have to keep talking. They said the same thing about Malcolm X, but here we are years later still talking about his teachings. They didn't hit then, but they hit now. There was one point in time where Malcolm X was the bad guy and Martin Luther King was the good guy. Now we fast forward to 2026 and people waking up like, damn, Martin wasn't the man that we thought he was. And Malcolm actually was the man that he said he was. You know what I mean?
Right.
Time shows a lot. So I mean, that's really all you have to do, is just keep talking. Eventually, when that season hit, those words of wisdom are like seeds. They eventually grow. Unfortunately, some people gonna have to, get their belt to ass before they realize it. But I mean, I always say later is still better than not at all.
So with the younger women that may be listening or may get a chance to hear this one day, what would be if you could tell them one thing that could help them, what would that be?
Don't settle. Just don't settle. You know inside when you land with a nigga or you doing certain things, you know in your like inside, you know, like I'm really selling myself short, but sometimes since the identity isn't strong, that foundation, you just accept whatever. Don't settle. If you know you're not supposed to, if you know that nigga not no good, don't settle. If you know that job is not what you truly love, don't settle. Keep striving for more. Like it's hard and days you want to give up, but you can't settle. You just can't.
So for the that's good advice too. That's good advice not to settle. Always keep pushing and striving. So for the males out there, the young guys out there, you know, the YNs who may be listening to NBA Youngboy. Nothing against Youngboy now, because I don't want to make it look like I'm bashing him on that. But for the ones that's following that and thinking that's the way to go, what would you say one thing to help them? One thing to get their mind going?
Humility isn't weakness. You're not a coward because you humble yourself. Cause ego is just all that shit does is destroy you. Like you the toughest nigga and then you die and then what? So then the question was it worth it? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It used to be walking away was maturity. Now walking away is like, oh, you pussy, you scary. You not like that. Like that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me that being the bigger person equates to you being less of a person. So I would tell them like don't run away from humility. Like being humble will save you in so many ways and it'll also bless you in a lot more than you realize.
Okay. So did Splash, she sent the cash app. Did you get the cash app?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I just want to make sure I put that on the board for Pop Austin if they didn't pay or not. I don't know what they did, but I just wanted to make sure my money was sent through there to you. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little messy right quick. I have to do this because we got people watching. Was Stan G hitting on you?
Man, you know how Stan is. You know, it's the content, it's the content. You know how that
Okay,
shit go.
okay. So I'm the way I'm looking at it because I'm watching the video, and if y'all don't know, Twin was just on Pop Austin today, and I think this was Stan G. Well, I'm sure it was. This was his first time seeing her in the flesh, and
Yeah.
I think Stan G was he didn't know what to do with himself. He did not know what to do with himself when he saw you, then actually hear you. I think that you speak differently from any female that's ever been in his life.
Yeah, I think it's just yeah, cause yeah, and I think it's just because of the environment that he be around, and I was even telling him that that's kind of the same way I am. Is that's why I'm trying to change my environment because I don't want to talk the same talk with the same type of people. Like it get old, it get played out. Like I want to elevate and talk to new people, have new conversations, new topics, new priorities. So it really just an environment thing.
Okay. So did you? So you got the you got the feel that Stan G was trying to shoot his shot, or he wasn't going that far.
Oh, nah, Stan G just, you know how it is. He's a ladies' man, charming. You know, he likes to, talk. You know, Stan G he's happily in his relationship and he not trying to do all that.
Okay. So okay. But he was looking, and because from the show now, it appeared that Stan G was a little smitten by you. You know what I'm saying? It just my take from watching it now. It just seemed like Stan G was like, damn, Twin. You know.
Yeah, that's just a man thing. That's just a man thing. You know how men are around women just in general. It's just when you got that when you just a charming type of dude and you talk good and the women it's just natural. Like you click with a woman or you just vibe and it just be going from there. That's just the man thing.
Okay. So Stan G is actually charming in person, huh?
Actually, Stan G is a real cool dude. I'm gonna give you that. I was a little biased talking to him because all the things I heard, but
Hmm.
Stan G actually is a really cool dude. Like he's not fake. He the same person on the camera. That's really how he is off the camera. Like I told him that's one thing I can honestly say I respect about you. Like you might have a lot of flaws and you might have
Hmm.
done a lot of flawed things, but I can respect that you are who you say you are. Like, and
Okay,
I can
so
respect that.
the Stan G, that the old man that's on the camera, that was the same one when the camera was off.
Yeah, he talked the same and everything. Like
That's
that's
right. That's
exactly how he talked. Ain't nothing changed.
shouts out to Stan G. So Stan G got music on the board. Had y'all talked about doing any collabs or anything?
Nah, but I did encourage him to drop a music video to his little Gucci Man song. I told him I think that would be live, especially right now with the whole Gucci's a snitch thing running around. I told him he should capitalize off of
Allegedly.
that.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, allegedly. That's the narrative they painted. Or at least that's the narrative Gucci man, I mean Boosie is running with. So like I told him that shit, that would be a great idea to capitalize off of that and give people a little insight bringing that shit to Memphis.
Okay. Okay. So as far as the future concerned with you, you did say earlier that you was trying to do some videos and stuff. So when are we gonna see a video for one of your tracks?
Well, I'm gonna record a couple of new ones in the next 2 weeks, and then I gotta grab me a cameraman, see when his availability is. But I'm gonna say like in the next couple weeks, I'm gonna definitely drop something. It maybe something like a shorter two, but I'm gonna drop
Hmm.
something the next couple weeks.
Okay. Okay. So our guy on the way home, you know what I'm saying? We can't get out of here without speaking about our guy, man. TTE 90. Can you give us an update on what's going on with 90?
I mean, he's really just taking it day by day, and I mean, he's gotten some good news about his release date, so they're really just in the mix of confirming that. And once they get that confirmed, I mean, he's gonna be good to go.
Okay, okay. So I was having a conversation earlier today about 90 and stuff, and is he going to Pop Austin, or if you can't talk about it, then we can't talk about it. Will he be back on Pop Austin?
I mean, I'm gonna say it's a possibility because the door is open, and as much as they went through, Naughty really loved them folk, and them folk really do love Naughty. Like they really did have a friendship. It's just, how it is sometimes when a person ain't really in their right mind, y'all bump heads, and sometimes you gotta distance yourself. But he really do love them people, and they really love him. So I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, pick up where you left off and keep it going.
Okay, so do you think that 90 can pick up at Pop Austin and you know what I'm saying, do his thing there, or is Pop Austin the graveyard?
No, I think he can. I think he can. It's just unfortunately because of his of past events, it's some topics he just not gonna be able to really get on. I mean, I guess he could, cause I mean, shit, all publicity is good publicity in a way. So,
Mhm.
I don't know if like those topics will go far, but Naughty really just got that personality. Like he's just a out, it's like a he just has like that personality. He's just that. Like he's funny, he's loud, he's just in your face. So I mean, I don't see him being stopped. He just got to do things the right way this time.
So with him being off for so long, is it you don't think that's gonna hinder him? It's not like playing basketball and then it's like riding a bike. He can get back. You think he can get right back on it and pick up where he left off at?
Yeah, cause all Naughty did before is talk shit, and that's all he do now too. Like ain't much change. He just be talking shit, but he be saying
Okay.
some. Between him being the antics, he do be saying some real shit. And as much as people don't want to admit it, I mean, it's gonna
Mhm.
be even more harder now than it was back then. Like they resonate to what he talking about. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So do you see him and Stan G being able to work together? Because what I was hearing is that they kind of like the same. So that energy, having two people on there doing the same type thing won't work. My personal opinion, I think it will. What do you think?
I think it'll work. I wouldn't recommend they do every single show together. I think that they should
Okay.
do their separate shows and then collab on certain topics. Like especially Naughty loved Dolph. So that's like he absolutely loved Dolph. And so does Stan G. So the Memphis content, that's something that they could collab about. Um and like certain topics where, especially if they have two different sides, that'll be good to bring them both in because they both loud. They both gonna get their point across. It's chaos, but it's organized chaos. You get what I'm saying? So that would be interesting, but I wouldn't say like doing every show together. I wouldn't do that.
So you wouldn't advise like a Cameron and Mace kind of thing with them two?
Nah, nah,
Okay.
nah. Because they
Okay.
both have to get they both have to get they points across. And that's
Hmm.
kind of hard when you got two headstrong people that's like, nah, you gonna hear what I'm saying. Sometimes you need a mace, a nigga that know how to just sit in the background and let you pop it and then punch in a couple jokes here and there. But hey, you got it, bro. I'm just the sidekick. You know what I mean? Those two, neither one of them are sidekicks. They're main characters.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So neither one of them want to be Pippin. Both of them gonna be Jordan.
absolutely.
Okay. Okay. I
And you know
got
what that you know how that go when you got two Jordans on one team.
you. Right. Right. So you don't think that either one of them could, fill the other spot? One, like Dwayne Wade, when LeBron came to Miami, he decided you gonna be Batman. You don't think that either one of them could make that decision? Like, you go ahead and be the man, I'll play the back role.
Nah,
Whatever good
nah,
for the team.
nah,
Not them too.
nah.
Okay.
Not them two. It's two. They have made success on their own, rightfully so.
Mhm.
So they have a certain level of this is who I am. This is how we doing it, and I'm not bound down to nobody. And that's a good thing in a sense. They're strong personalities. I wouldn't put them together to do like a consistent show. Like I would do okay, because you also have to remember like Nadia is from Austin. Pop
Mhm.
Austin is Austin. They missing the Austin content, and that's what Naughty can bring, that Austin content. Like, yeah, Stan G is on Pop Austin, but he really be putting Memphis on the map. And it's like, damn, what about Texas? You get what I'm saying? What about us? Like, and that's something that Naughty brings to the table. Is Naughty is a diehard Texan. Like Austin, Texas, that's just what it is. So it's a great combo because you have like a diversity. You get what I'm saying? So you putting Memphis on the map, but you still letting Texas be on the map, especially with all the shit that be going on in Texas with the new Dallas, the Houston thing. That man, Naughty would have went viral if he was out when this Jay Prince and All Star JR shit popped off. Cause
Okay.
he already don't really fuck with mob ties like that, and people know that he would have been on Jay Prince ass,
Okay.
no gas,
Okay.
like he wouldn't have gave a nigga no breath, no air, no nothing. And
But,
Texas, we
but
we appreciate that.
right. And see, when I talked about this on the show a couple weeks ago about how all that news popped off all at one time, where these stories don't never die. So even with that situation, not gonna still have his opportunity.
Oh yeah, because this shit is far from over.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. That was my whole point. That it's far from old. So you know what I'm saying. Even though he wasn't here for the fall when it dropped, he gonna still be here for the long haul. Because he's on the way home. The Mo 3 thing about to jump off later on in the fall.
That
So
and finesse two times is still trying to get out of his contract,
mhm.
and especially when Nadi catch wind of what his contract states, Nadi finna put his foot on the gas on finesse two times. Like he really finna press the issue. So that's why I say like they both bring that southern spotlight is just two different types of spotlights. But Pop Austin really can capitalize off both of them if they know how to pivot and shift with the shows. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. So we do got another question on the board before we get out of here. Um so I went to your page the other day because I was trying to send your music to somebody, and you only had one song up. It seemed like you removed some of your music. What's going on?
Oh, I removed them so I could get them mixed better. I have somebody that's
Okay.
finna remix them better so I can put them back up. I just want to do better quality on them. That's all. Cause I know people was complaining about that. I had seen people in the comments was like, "Man, that mix is trash," and they not lying. Cause I did it all myself. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I mix pretty much like everything myself. So I finally found somebody that's gonna actually a professional that's gonna sit down and like mix them all, and I'm gonna put them back up.
Okay, okay. So for y'all out there who looking for her music, drop her page in the chat for me, somebody. She Twin got music on her page. Well, she definitely had a lot of it, and she said she done took it down to get it remixed and everything, so it'll be back up. So that I hope that answered your question out there who was looking for your music. Yeah, they was looking for your music. Some people who was just tuning in. We had the close of the show, baby girl. Twin, I really appreciate it.
Of course, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We so proud of you in the sector for being up on the stage today on Pop Austin with Stan G and Jed, and actually, you know what I'm saying, making a good showing for yourself. You did a great job. You look spectacular. I do have one criticism though. You didn't shot the gang out, but I get it. You know what I mean? It's you got a million things going on at one time. I told these people I'm a professional. I make it look easy. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, I shot this gang out. It's Austin sector everywhere I go, and I understand how tough it is. But what happened though, Twin? Why you didn't get us up in there?
Not well, he ended the show early, but I had told him before, like I was like, I'm gonna shout out the Austin sector, and he was cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
But he cut the show off early because he was trying to do like a little preview of everything. But I
Mm-hmm.
definitely told him like we're gonna have to run it back so I definitely could get a shout outs, the way they need do a full show.
Right, right. So, I mean, okay, we go back to when I was on the show. That's how I started the show off because, like I said, I'm a professional, so it's different.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I mean? You can't worry about what they got going on. You got to do what you got to do. And one of the things that you got to do, Queen, is you got to shut the gang out.
Nah, I got you. It really caught me off guard because I wasn't
Mhm,
expecting to be on camera. I really
mhm.
was there to chop up, you know what I mean? Chop it up, observe, and so when he was like, come on, I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah, cool. So
Okay.
I wasn't really prepared, but like I told him, we gotta, run it back and do a full show so we can, shout out the game and put the Austin sector on the map. But he know that. Like he told me, he was like, I already know you. I already know you finna. Yeah, Stan.
Right, right. Man, the Twin again, man. I really appreciate it, baby girl. We're an hour in. Let me
Oh,
see.
wait.
Go
I,
ahead,
I
go
do
ahead,
want to
go ahead.
tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
My attorney friend just sent me. You remember a couple months back, the woman that accused Jay-Z and all of them of she was involved with Epstein, and I said, man, they had a lawsuit. It had Nicki Minaj, Prince Harry, Kim Kardashian, all that. Well, right now he just sent me all the paperwork, and I'm gonna send you the lawsuit, full her statement, everything, and I want you to read it, and I want you to tell me what you think about that.
Okay. Okay. So we got the Nicki Minaj Jay-Z lawsuit.
Yeah, we got the official documents from the actual court. He pulled up, he went down to the courthouse for me and grabbed them and scanned them all to me just now.
Okay, okay. So we're gonna be getting that on the board for y'all soon, shortly, and try to get Twin back in here to help me break it down with y'all on the live feed. Y'all know how we do it. Look, Twin, I got one, two, three. I got 4 songs. I got chess game, mobile disc, pressure, and statements. Those the 4 songs I got from you right now. Which one you want to hear going now?
I mean, shoot, it don't matter. I'll let you pick on that.
Okay, that's what's up. That was well,
And
my favorite song
I
is
did
Chess Game.
email you as well. I emailed you a little something new. Let me know what you think about that, because I plan to drop that in the next couple weeks. So let me know.
Okay, when can I put it on the board?
Oh, I mean, you can put it on whatever. I was just letting
Okay.
you. I just recorded it. I was just letting you hear it, and you know, tell me what you think about it.
Okay, man. Listen, y'all. I appreciate the cash outs, man. We got the lady in the building, the queen, TwinKT, female lady shooter, straight out of Austin, Texas. Man, I appreciate everybody being in the building, celebrating this lady today, man. I can't tell y'all enough how much I appreciate her time. And I hope that we did a good job, you know, giving her interview, giving her flowers and everything. And I'm gonna let her take out with Chess Game, man. This one of the hardest songs that I done heard. And this is Twin. I appreciate it, Twin.
Salute. Shout out to Splash too.
Man, that what's up, Twin. That what's up, man. I'm gonna hit you up later on. If not today, I definitely hit you up tomorrow, because I do have some more stuff I want to ask you about going forward. We got a lot of stuff coming, and I just want to get your thoughts and opinions on some stuff I got going on the back end. But again, man, I really appreciate your time, baby girl.
I appreciate you. All right, I'm out.
That what's up, man. TwinKT, female lady shooter, straight out of Austin, Texas. This is Innerwood Studios TV for Splash and Traffic. I'm Ted Turner. This is where we report the news. What's up, big boy? That's out there, the whole Austin sector, man. Almighty Lane, like, why not fresh one-way money? Shouts out to the Slap Game boss, Johnny D's, the whole Slap Game family. Queen take KT again. Shouts out to Miss Shakir. Q, baby Q. Shouts out to Good Energy. Shouts out to the whole game, man. Austin Signa in the building. Shouts out to the Trap. You know what I'm saying? Bonnie Blanco and Stags Max. Shouts out to War Ready. Shouts out to the whole game, man. Look, man, I can't say it enough, man. We appreciate everything that everybody do to make this, you know what I'm saying, a success. We couldn't do it without y'all. Take out, Twin.
I told God I have a hard time with patience, my board is full. It's a lot of moves that I done postponed cause of your book. They forgot about the queen, she has skills to capture rooks. So any peace protecting castles, a straight move that getting took. It ain't no allies. You can get your bishop, pope, pastor, or rabbi, but none of those prayers protect your flesh from your past life. Cause a night gets it jumping, L-shaped plans create they flat minds. Same meals they gotta take if I choose to go and get mine. I start the clock a piece with 7, got 2 more shots. A pawn up in this game is just a pawn for the plot. Some kings they gotta go, so think about your spot. Be cautious how you play cause the queen is watching your thoughts. Sadly we're here today cause these things they escalate. A woman scorn is something that they underestimate. Don't involve your ego, we target to check they mates. That means I'll sacrifice all they pieces to make it safe. I need a new team, mine is playing both sides. Bad diagonal moves, why do demons wanna hide? In bishop type movements, we cut they corners, let them die. It's 64 squares and you can't check her up, no lies. Now start the clock a piece with 7, got 2 more shots. A pawn up in this game is just a pawn for the plot. Some kings they gotta go, so think about your spot. Be cautious how you play cause the queen is watching your thoughts.